Amazing. And we're going to have a live chat of a panel with Tina Marie and Lindsay, and they're going to share their story. So, Lindsay, I would like you to start. Please tell us a little bit about yourself and about your business.
Hi, my name is Lyndsay. I am an independent market partner with Monet. I also am a personal VA and a global power admin with Facebook. So a little bit of a lot of things, along with being a board's advisor. The team I'm a part of is called Grit and Grace. We believe in learning as you go, growing as you go, and really normalize taking breaks when you need it and asking for support as well. We don't believe that anyone should have to go through the day-to-day workflow struggling, and there are key people among our community that always help out, me being one of the main people. And the brand we represent, like I said, is Monet. It's a family-owned company. They prioritize family, community, gratitude, naturally based products, all the things, and they're global. I've been in my business for 3+ years now, and it's been incredible so far. There's been a lot of highs and a lot of lows, and I've learned so much, and I continue to learn as I grow. And part of that learning and adapting is joining the Meta Global Power Admins, which focuses on top leaders that run communities. And with that skill set that I gain from the Power Admins, I bring it back to my team. I teach them the basics of social media, how to run their communities, how to grow their business on social media, and with the help of boards. It all blends together, and being there and being able to provide assistance to my team when they need it, that's also within my schedule, has been a key factor just to help everything move smoothly. I really fell in love with helping others, and I truly believe that's a key factor that has helped me grow and sustain my business. Because if you're not loving what you're doing, why are you doing it? And I ask myself that every single morning when I wake up. Am I still in love with what I'm doing and how I'm doing it? And if I'm not, that answer is no. Okay, I'm going to reevaluate how I'm operating my business. And if there's things that aren't working, I'm going to fix those. I'm going to go back to the basics and be like, where did I start? Where did I change this? And fix what I may have broken, not knowing I broke it. And teaching my team that works alongside me that it's okay not to know everything. It's okay not to have all the answers. And together we can work together to provide those answers and grow better as a community. So with that, some of my foundations of running a successful business that help is always being able to learn and adapt to your environment, never believing that you know everything you need to know and not being willing to change on things that aren't working out for everybody. Go back to the basics, remember how you started, and stay humble to those roots. If you are not willing as a leader to get in the trenches with your new consultants, you are doing yourself and your business a disservice. You're not helping the new and upcoming leaders get to their full potential. If you're not willing to go back to the basics yourself, when they get to your position, if they even make it there because you're not helping in the fashion that you really should be in those trenches, they might just fall flat. So always adapting to your environment and helping those around you do it as well. My second, build those authentic relationships. And I know this is repetitive, everybody says it, but I'm not talking about authentic, this product is the best and I'm going to sell this to my downline. No, ask them how their day is, ask them how their home life is going, because I guarantee you, if they're having a poor day at home, they're not willing to show up to work at their own pace and at their own schedule. Know what's unique about them. It's not the products you sell together, it's not the people you bring in together. It's everybody individually that's unique. You make your business. It's not the products, it's not the company that you're with, it's you. What factors do you bring to the table? And remind your community that they have those unique traits. I don't care what rank you are, I don't care when you started. If you add value and you have a positive vibe and you're willing to help others, you're in a leadership position with me. I don't care if you've been in for a month. I don't care if you've been in for 10 years. If you are showing the traits of being a really great leader, always willing to help out, getting in the trenches, and still being able to manage a schedule that works for your own personal business, you're a leader in my eyes. I don't care. And I instill that into everybody I cross paths with, and it has made the world of a difference, because when you get into a position and you are like, I've been in 10 years, I know everything, I'm not going back there. That's when you stop and lose your leadership title, because you're not being a leader that you once were. And I firmly believe that being able to hold your leadership title without flaunting it and always going back to the beginning makes or breaks you as an excellent leader. And that comes with building relationships and focusing on your team and being able to collab with them and support each other, no matter how long they've been in or what goals they have hit. If they're showing up every day and they're willing to learn and grow as they go, they're a leader. Lastly, of
Amazing.
course, I believe in helping others and being genuine about it. I'll stop there so Tina can go.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you very much, Lindsay. Definitely, I can relate to you, some of these things you mentioned as the important things to success. Tina Marie, let's hear about your journey.
All right. Hey, y'all. Yes, I'm Tina Marie, and I'm so excited to be here with y'all today. I love how similar me and Lindsay's journeys kind of are, and like where we're at in our life and our business, just in different companies, and how we've both been able to take boards to really help streamline, simplify, and grow our businesses. That's what we're here to share with y'all about today. So, okay, a little bit about me. I've been with Plexus for 7 years now, which just blows my mind, because I read something the other day that it was like, if you can stay in something for 10 years, like that's legit, right? Like people who don't give up, they're the ones who make it, right? If you give up, you're never going to make it. So that's my first little thing. But Plexus came into my life 7 years ago. I was in such a terrible place. And I had tried everything and nothing was helping, because I wasn't addressing like root problems I was having. And that's where Plexus truly helped me. And so after because Facebook lets you block people, right? So after blocking my friends who were posting about it because I didn't want anything to do with it, I finally was like, I've tried everything else. I'm going to try this. We're going to do it. And that really helped fuel me into what I am today, right? So I take my story and can help others because I've been where they are, right? Like you never know what you're getting into. So if you can be the person to help them see that, it just helps them along their journey. So 7 years now I've been with Plexus. It's been an incredible journey. I was able to retire this past summer from my full-time job. I work my business full-time. I'm on my farm. I'm also a virtual assistant like Lindsay, which I think is super cool. It's fun how when you really excel at what you do, others see it and want to get some of that from you, right? We have this little thing in Plexus or in our team. They call me Ploogle, which is a little silly, but it's like Plexus Google, because if you don't know something, go ask Tina Marie because she probably knows. But I will tell you, I have learned over the last 2 years since I've been using boards that with boards, I can duplicate my brain into boards. And that's how other people have learned to grow, because I don't need to be your Ploogle. You need to be your own Ploogle, and you can learn your things, right? So we have this saying, if you're going to say it more than once, write it down. Write it down if you're going to say it more than once. Okay. If you're going to send a picture more than once, write it down. And that's where boards has helped us be so successful, because if you come up with the content you want to use, put it down somewhere. You're going to use it again. So that's a little bit about, I guess, my business. I don't know. But some of the top 3 things that I think have helped me build a successful business is, first of all, it's your mindset. Okay. If you wake up and you're not ready to do it, you need to go read a John Maxwell book, listen to a podcast, watch a diamond documentary, or whatever your company calls it. But if you don't believe it, you need to go find somebody's belief and borrow it, right? Like that will help you get through the day and do what you need to do, because how you're feeling will show up when you talk to people. It truly will. And then systems. Okay. I know we don't love systems until you have your systems in place, right? Boards will help you be so successful with your systems. I see you, Lyndsay. I know you agree with me. Write it down, put it in place, share it with your people. That's how you become successful, is when you can't be the one to always do it. That's something that I've had to learn and grow in over my years, is I have to be able to give a new person something. Hey, you add a friend. Perfect. Here's the first step you can do. Here's the second step you can do. Boards lets you put in PDFs. We use clickable PDFs. Like, it's magic. Okay. Boards has been such a game changer. And then my third tip is probably your desire and your grit and your drive. You have to want it. You got to stop dragging people. I know, but they have to want it for themselves as well. And you can cast that vision and show it to them. Okay. So how boards have helped me be successful? Again, it's the systems. It saves my brain so much because I know I have things organized and I can go find it and I can go share it. And I don't have to search through the 99,000 photos I have on my phone, which is ridiculous, but that is our life, right? Like, boards will help you simplify. And then my favorite feature in boards, if you're not using the keyboard, y'all, use the dang keyboard. We run weekly events and I can literally open up a messenger chat and all of my information is right there. I can edit it. I can share it with somebody. I can be like, okay, Trisha, you're going to run an event. Here's a board for you. Like, you can go do it. And it makes life so simple. You're not like copying and pasting and going from screen to screen. And oh my gosh, what do I say? It's right there. So that's a little bit about me and why I love boards. Turning it back over to you.
Amazing. Thank you, Tina Marie. Really inspiring to hear both of you sharing your journey. So, Lyndsay, can you share a little bit how boards helped you with your business and working with your team?
Oh my goodness. Where do I even start? Because I love boards so much. So I like to call boards social media without the challenges of social media. You don't have to worry about stories. You don't have to worry about a reel that's hot and the music and all the things. Boards is a social media without the social media, where you can fill it with photos, you can fill it with information, you can utilize the features, but you are doing it in a fashion that people can easily understand and navigate. Once you set your team board up and you have it the way that it works for your team, for your culture, for all the things that you may need on a daily and your teammates need, you don't change that flow. You keep that system in place, because the second you change that system within the boards, everyone's lost. They don't know where to go to find things. You use those key words, which are in your back office. Whatever company you're in, I like to mimic the words that my company uses, because I can be like, go to flash sales and it's in this category. And if they're asking, where do I find it in the back office? Something's missing. Same keywords. They're going to find it in the same fashion, no matter if they're on our boards team, our community Facebook, or in our back office. Systems are key to a successful board. And what I really love about it the most, above all, is that I can upload content that my team can use as is or make it their own on the fly. They don't have to stress about it. They don't have to ask me individually for it. They don't have to go look for it elsewhere. It's there. It's provided in real time. And if something needs to be updated, guess what? I'm updating it. It's done in 2 seconds flat. I don't have to worry about it. They don't have to worry about it. And they can use it wherever their little hearts desire. And it's really helped streamline it. We call it more on a demand system, because it really is. The second something's out, they have it at their fingertips. They don't have to log into a computer, nothing. It's an app. They send it out. They get their conversations going. They have their material for promotion. And it just really has helped save me as a leader and person that creates all the content and all the wordage and all the things to help assist, especially our newbies, be more effective with my leadership position in that role. And my favorite feature of all is the pages. I absolutely love it. And that PDFs can now be added to pages. Cherry on top. What I love about pages is you can create your own little website. You can have your photo, you can have your wordage, you can have your links, you can have whatever you want, and it's in one page format, and it's nice, it's organized. You can do onboarding of new team members, and that's one of our favorite features. We have like a start here section. Okay, here's the first day. You're new. This is what you need to know. It's in bite-sized pieces where it's easy to understand, easy to follow along. Day 2, here's your day 2 material. Everyone's on the same page. It's consistent. And that is super easy to send out. If you're working with new people all the time, it's right there. And you can
A question about that.
I'm sorry?
I have a question. I have a
Yes.
question about that. Actually,
Yes.
so when you have a new team member, do you
Yes.
send him the pages, or you're inviting him to join the board and kind of reach out to the pages by themselves?
So that's an excellent question. So what we love to do to make sure they become an actual member of our team board is we send the invite button for them to enter their board's email. If they don't know how to download boards or anything, we follow up those instructions. We have those instructions actually in boards for people to utilize, so it's easy. They send out that link for them to join our team. They join it, and then the person that's leading the new consultant will be like, hey, listen, I know there's a lot of material in our team board. It's all incredible. It's all really helpful, but I'm going to send you daily pages for X amount of days, and it's going to walk you through the start of your business. Follow along, ask questions, and then after we're through the start here section, I will get on a personal call with you for 5-10 minutes, and I'll walk you through the whole entire system of the board. So that's how we do it. And it works, and people love it.
Amazing, amazing, because it can be overwhelming to get all this information in the board, and then you're getting lost, and it's okay, it's not for me.
Yeah.
I guess it's a common. Tina Marie, what's your process of onboarding new team members with board?
Yeah, we do it very similarly. I haven't done as much in pages for the onboarding, but I love it. And we utilize pages, but I love that, Lyndsay. I'm going to put that in there too. We have so our folders are set up the top of our board when you open it, and it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then it's topics below it. So when someone opens it up, literally it's step 1 right there. They go in that, they complete that, then they can move on to step 2. So I always train them like, hey, you're getting this. Don't just go looking through everything yet. I mean, you can if you want, right? We love some drive and some go-getter, but we've got it in order for you to keep it simple, to give you the steps of what to do. Here's how you can say it. Here's what to share. Like, just giving them what we wanted when we started, right? Like, that's what I think about this now. It's like, now that I've been in this for so long, I know what I would have wanted and how I want to share and what I want to say. So now I can just give that to you, to everybody, right? Because we've got thousands of people. So it's like, you can't be everything for thousands of people, so this lets you be everything for thousands of people. It's beautiful.
Amazing. Yeah, the power of words. Kelly, so we have here on our Zoom call also Kelly and Lynn. Do you have any questions for Tina Marie or Lyndsay? Feel free to write in the chat, and I'm going to check also about questions in the community. Currently, we don't have any questions, but I'm sure that if somebody will have a question after watching this recording, Tina Marie and Lyndsay will be happy to answer, or maybe even share some other tips of building systems. Lyndsay, you're on mute. Yeah, Lyndsay said, of course, she will be happy to help. By the way, Lyndsay and Tina Marie are also board advisors, so they're kind of experts in building systems with boards. I really recommend asking them for guidance if you need any. And you can also browse in the community and find tutorials that they both created. Amazing. So before we close, we still have a few minutes. What's your number one tip for anyone who's just getting started their business in direct sales and also using boards?
Okay, I can go. So I think I said it briefly earlier, but my number one thing is once you know what you want to say, you got to write it down somewhere. Like, you don't want to have to say the same response. I mean, you want to say it multiple times, but you don't want to have to create it multiple times. So once you want to be able to edit it each time, but have your bases. So it's like somebody asks you, so like for us, they ask us about our pink drink, right? I know that I can give somebody, here is what our pink drink is. Here's what it does. If you want the nerdy stuff, here's the nerdy stuff, right? Like, and you can have it all linked. So somebody new getting started is, don't go join every single board you can find, because there's a ton out there and that's great, but that will cause a little bit of overwhelm. Talk to your uplines or whatever you call it in your company, talk to the person who helped you get started and ask, hey, do you have a team board? Is there one that I can join that's got some resources? Join that, see what you like out of it. And you might not need everything in there. On the free plan, you can have 3 active boards. So you could go in there and copy out some of that content, create your own board, and you've got it there. I think just seeing what you're using and putting it there is probably my biggest tip. Is you don't need all the fluff, you don't need all the extra, just have your specific things. Your instructions for how to sign up, perfect, here you go, right? What to say if somebody's having some unpleasant side effects or some symptoms, or they're having some headaches, whatever it might be, here you go, right? Like troubleshooting, things like that you know you're going to need, keep them there.
Keep it simple. So to summarize, you keep it simple. Amazing.
My tip would be, if you are a Facebook user, don't flip the script and go to Instagram, because majority of people in your company now use Instagram. Stick with what you know and continue to grow on your skills on the platform that you're comfortable with the most. You don't need all the platforms. You can get away with simplifying it down, saving yourself the headache, and utilizing the board material to help benefit you. If you got a question, go look there. Start with things that have worked and continue to work for the majority of your team, which right now is boards. Most teams that are operating on full speed, full engines, they're utilizing boards to help streamline what they are doing and stick with it. At any point you get like, I don't need this anymore, I would encourage you to reevaluate that statement and be like, okay, it has helped me. I do need it. Maybe this has changed a little bit for me. So let me go to the little harder stuff and see how that is. Because in our boards, it's all simplified, but we do have sections that are like a little more advanced for the people that have been in a long time. Maybe you're actually ready to go explore that and you're just waiting for that box to open up and new life to come in. Keep it simple, stay with what you know, and always be willing to learn as you grow. Do not wait until you know everything to kickstart your business, because you'll never get off the ground going. You'll be stuck.
Yeah, it's a golden tip. Your last sentence. Yeah, amazing. Okay, so this was, yeah.
I've got a question. I am brand new to all this, and I'm sort of new to Facebook. I don't really use it a lot, but I'm trying to get into the boards thing. Where do I start to learn about boards, or where do I start? What do I start reading about? I'm getting overwhelmed with too much information. You know, I'm new. Help.
Yeah. Lyndsay, do you have an answer?
So I love to say, if you are like an iOS user, so you have an iPhone, whatever device you use, sign up, download the app, create your login, and before you join your team board, there is a help center. If you scroll down, there's watch these video tutorials. I would navigate in there, learning about boards itself, and truly just take your time with it. It will teach you how to install boards to your keyboard, how to share content, all the basics of how to utilize boards. I would do that right from the app itself, or even the web boards, and learn about it, and then go from there. If you have questions, the Facebook community of boards is a great place to ask, and people are so willing to help out. And then from there, go to your team leader and be like, I'm really still stuck on this. Can you help me? And I guarantee they're willing to help you. And if not, come to the boards community. We are here to help you. But that is the my best tips that I have is always start within the boards app or the board resources first to learn the basics, because it really is clear cut, especially for the device you're using.
Great. Thank you so much.
Thanks. Amazing. Lynn, you also have in the app on the home screen a how-to tutorial if you haven't seen them yet. So take it. It's basic explanation of how the how board is operating, and definitely for content and understand how to build the board. We have a lot of tutorials also in the community and also on our official community board. Yeah, so which you can find, and Fernanda will. So first, you need to enter the community, of course, and Fernanda will put a link specifically for you on the this post of this live, so you can get the link to our official community board with all the tutorials and our YouTube channel, and definitely ask questions. I would say that accept all the tutorials that are out there. Okay, it still can be a bit overwhelming. So just ask questions, as many as you want, and we in the community, the advisors, there are a lot of amazing people that will answer you and direct you to the right direction. And also share what are your needs. If you have a team, if you're just like new in direct sales in general, and then it's another type of board or content that you might need, and everyone will be amazing, would like to help. So our time is up. I want to thank Lyndsay and Tina Marie. Thank you. It was amazing. And thank you also Lynn and Kelly for joining for the live, and everyone watching us on Facebook as well. Thank you. We'll see you next time. Hopefully to have a lot of live events to share